and welcome to CCITV.
Welcome to Culture and Portsmouth. And welcome to our show on technology.
Hello and welcome to the Education versus Politics show.
And welcome to CCI Out of This World.
Hello and welcome to CCI A Look Forward.
Hello and welcome to I Am Crashing, one of many shows brought to you by CCITV.
Hello and welcome to CCI TV.
And welcome to History, just one of the many shows this year brought to you by CCI TV.
Hello and welcome to the CCI Review Show.
Hello, I'm Lloyd.
And I'm Molly, and welcome to one of the last live CCI shows of this present series. Here at the Creative and Cultural Industries faculty, we take pride in our professionally made television programmes, and our course is dedicated to achieving the best and most entertaining shows possible.
But given that we are students learning our trade, how do we compare to the professionals doing it for real?
In today's show, we are posing that question to professionals working in the broadcast industry today, so stay tuned to see how they rate CCI TV.
We've had 17 absolutely amazing shows so far this year, and each one of them have had a different theme and content. Let's take a look back at some of the best bits from this season.
Hello and welcome to CCI TV.
Hello. I'm Greg.
And I'm May.
Now, if he now goes into his...
It's for me, but yes, I'm playing King Arthur.
And now we can see what really lies beyond the stars.
Waves in the stages, they've been loving me.
Yeah, I do love this. I think this is lovely.
This is
really, really nice.
organza.
False. I'll ask you this time.
That has been given the chance to have a go on an Oculus Rift. You get so immersed into the game that you're unaware.
To bring you this live broadcast.
So, can I trust you?
Oh, what a day!
Molly,
Thank you so much for talking about your experiences before.
To be honest with you, did you want Uranus there or did you want that there?
I'm happy for that to be moved over.
Oh, we've got 2 false, 2 green. I can actually announce that it's true.
Okay then, let's get started. You have 60 seconds. On your marks, get set, let's go, go.
Right.
Happy day. Thanks, guys. That's all we've got time for today.
Is about to get magical.
That was amazing. I can't believe how much we've crammed into this year. We have seen some amazing things, including a dancing robot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. And who could forget my grand entrance last week?
It was a dancing robot.
Yeah,
It
it was
dances.
an entrance with flags and stuff. But what are some of your favourites?
Tweet us at CCITV and tell us about your favourite moment from CCITV this year using the hashtag CCITV Review. And your tweet could be read out live later on in the show.
We have had some great times on our channel this year. Let's head up to Frankie, who's in the Eldon CCI TV studio, who's going to tell us more about where it all began.
Thanks guys, I'm Frankie here in the CCI studio. The CCI TV channel was launched in 2009 with the mission to provide a visible platform to broadcast work produced within the University of Portsmouth. Based here in the Faculty of Creative and Cultural Industries, the channel is run by the students of the BSc Television and Broadcasting course. It is unique because student workforces manage to deliver live TV programmes each week. This year, TV and broadcasting students have produced over 20 hours of live TV, which is a huge amount. With many varied and themed TV shows, such as I Am Portsmouth, a show that highlights the city of Portsmouth by showcasing local events, opportunities and areas of Portsmouth that may not have been discovered before. Each week, we broadcast a live 30-minute television show that goes out around the campus, on the big screen Portsmouth and to the rest of the world via YouTube. Many of our features get even more airtime on the big screen in Guildhall Square as they fit the remit really well. We always want to push the limits and test our capacity as a university broadcasting live. In 2014, the channel took on the challenge of broadcasting a 24-hour live stream of original programmes, documentaries, short films and events as they happened. A team of over 60 students and staff broadcast from 8 p.m. on Thursday the 29th of May until 8 p.m. the following day. We even managed to grab a live interview with our Chancellor, Sandy Toksvig. It's a real team effort getting on air each week, and we also have an amazing array of industry standard technology to make it all possible, and a really dedicated course team. One of the teaching team once said, if students want to go to the moon, we'll build a rocket. And although that is a tad cheesy, we appreciate the passion and commitment from everybody that helps support us in our mission to go to the moon. We're now going to hand back over to Molly and Lloyd, who are going to take a look behind the scenes of CCI TV.
Thanks, Frankie. If you're not working in television, you most probably wouldn't know how much work goes into a live TV programme. For example, this 30-minute programme today was started 3 weeks ago, and a team of 18 people have already put in around 20 hours of work each. We all work tirelessly in our production teams to make sure that the shows we put out live each Friday entertain and inform our audiences. It is our responsibility to do everything from writing the script to editing the features. Here is a sneak peek behind the scenes at CCI TV.
Welcome to CCI Behind the Scenes.
Hi, I'm Ollie. I'm the jib operator for Team Blue's sports show, Touchdown Portsmouth.
Hello, I'm Rachel and I'm the presenter talkback.
Hi, I'm Jess and I'm Vision Mixer.
Hi, I'm Maisie and I'm on camera.
Hi, I'm Molly and I'm this week's presenter, and it's a show all about sport.
I am the director for the CCI studio. My role is to kind of make sure that all of the stuff in the CCI studio kind of runs smoothly, as well as that all of the straps and VTs and things are played at the right time.
I produced the first show of the year, Portsmouth show for the Blue team. That was really tough, but it was really good, it was really rewarding.
In this show I was TriCaster. It's my first time on TriCaster, so I was a bit nervous at first. But after the rehearsal, I think I'm capable of doing it.
If rehearsals go well before we go live, then I feel confident going into it and I'm a bit more relaxed. But if we don't manage to get a run through in beforehand, then it's a bit more tense and a bit more panicky. But I like that feeling, it's good.
I'm in a production meeting at the moment, updating everyone on what's going on, keeping everyone up to date, making sure everyone's doing their jobs.
I'm now here with some of the crew working live on today's show, so let's find out what they're doing. Hi George.
Hello Molly,
how are you getting on?
I'm not bad, thank you.
Okay, so what's your role today?
This week I am the Vision Mixer, which
Vision
means
mixer.
I control which camera shot goes live at what time under the direction of the director here, Lily.
Yep.
So for instance, if we wanted a nice little close-up on my face, I'd change it to camera 3.
Okay.
And then camera 3 would go live and you get to see this beautiful face.
And what would you say the hardest thing is about your role today?
I'd say trying to listen to the director as well as listening to you in my ear, and keep track of all the cameras is the
Sorry
hardest
if
part.
I'm annoying you in your ear, you
not at
know.
all.
It's a hard job, you
You're
know.
great. You're
Right,
doing
I'll
great.
let you get on anyways. We'll move on to Lily now. Do I have a spare moment of your time? Because I know directing is a hard job. Okay, so can you just tell us a bit about your role today then?
I'm director, so I'm just in charge of kind of getting the team to do what they're supposed to be doing. I work closely alongside the Vision Mixer, so getting the shots in place and I also in contact with the floor manager.
Yep. And would you say it's a hard role? Do you like the control?
I do. No, it is a good role. It can be stressful at times, but no, it is a good role. It's really nice because you really communicate with actually everyone on the team. So
yeah, and is directing the role you do sort of every week, or do you chop and change?
I chop and change. I've been on camera. I've also presented a lot. But yeah, no, this is the first time I've done directing, which is fun.
Yeah.
So
would you say it was your favourite, or?
It's definitely my favourite, but it is. It's quite stressful, but
right,
it's good.
I'll let you get on, Saf. I'll move on to you. Saf, have I got a minute of your time? Because I know the counting is the hardest job probably for anyone. So what is your role today?
So I am PA.
Yep.
That's counting. It's making sure that the show runs to 30 minutes.
Yep.
It's communicating with the studio upstairs so that we know that everything's going to run on time.
Pressure.
And you actually have 10 seconds
I've
left.
got 10 seconds, so I better wrap this up.
Better wrap it up.
Okay, no worries. Right, I think we're going back up to Frankie, so I'm going to count down with the PA. 3, 2, 1.
We think that the work we do here is very special. Our student-led production teams are designed to allow us to work in a very similar way to industry professionals working in the television industry. But how close do our ways of working come to this industry that we're working towards? A few weeks ago, we had a very special guest from Sky visit us at the University of Portsmouth for a tour to speak to students and to observe how we run our live shows. Angus Gardiner is Head of Presentation Scheduling and Electronic Programming Guide Teams, and Molly was able to chat with him to get his thoughts on the TV and Broadcasting course and how we run things here at CCI TV.
Okay, so today in the studio we've got Angus Gardiner, who is Head of Presentation and EPG Services at Sky. So thank you for coming in today, Angus.
It's my pleasure.
First and foremost, can you just tell me a little bit about yourself and your career in the industry?
Yeah, so I look after presentation and EPG, as you said.
Yep.
So presentation is a scheduling team. It's kind of like the last element before all our channels go on air. So we pull in all sorts of stuff from all over the business to create the daily playlists that go to transmission. And EPG is responsible for all the data that populates all the TV listings on the set-top box. And I landed an interview at Sky shortly after leaving university and kind of was lucky enough to get a job with Sky and have been there on and off for, 15 years now.
Wow.
With a bit of hiatus in the middle when I went and got involved with internet gaming and a TV channel that sort of was associated with internet gaming. And I came back to Sky about 5 years ago.
Oh, lovely. Okay, well, from what you've seen of what we do here at CCI TV, how do you think we compare to the major broadcasters in the TV industry?
Well, it was really impressive to see the show today. I started watching it on the big screen in the square, and then I came in here and watched the tap dancing. And it's really good to see, firstly, just something being done at what I consider to be, a professional level. It's a professional broadcast, which is great. I sort of didn't know quite what to expect and whether I was just going to see sort of one camera on a fixed location, and it was great to see a studio. You had the studio upstairs, with the VR set in the background, and it looked really, really professional. So I think in that respect it relates a lot. Now my experience is not production. I'm not a producer. I kind of do the bit after people have made beautiful programs. I kind of get them on air. I wouldn't be an expert in telling you whether you're doing everything 100% right or wrong, but it looked really impressive, and it was a much bigger operation perhaps I was expecting, which is great. And so good to see so many people involved and everybody taking different roles and playing their part. You had a couple of people who looked like they really knew what they were doing in a presenter capacity.
No, we're quite lucky with that, but it's like we all get to try different things, so it's quite nice as well because we all get to sort of try what we like. So say like I love presenting, so obviously I'm here doing this today, but I could also do like floor managing or producing, directing, so it's nice to get like a variety of different roles as well.
And that seemed to come across. I mean, the hall here was absolutely packed. I don't know whether that was a paid-for audience or what, but it was like really good to see so many people here.
Yeah.
And I know that kind of chatting to various of the students and with Charlie,
Yeah.
that there's a desire to look at the sort of scheduling side of the station.
Mhm.
And I think that's something that perhaps is a little bit off where the industry would want to be at the moment, but I know that there are plans afoot to really take that forward with a new scheduling system,
Yeah.
and to sort of develop that whole side of what you do. Because, as I alluded to in my discussion earlier, is production's still a hugely important part of the industry, of course it is.
Definitely.
But, there are so many other services within the industry that are supporting the content that is getting to our customers and to our viewers. So there are a whole raft of employment opportunities out there that are, technically speaking, I suppose, TV and broadcast.
Yeah, definitely.
But they're not necessarily the traditional thing of being producer, director,
Yeah.
presenter. But there's lots of opportunity out there, and of course, even in the production world, people are expected now to be multifunctional.
Yeah.
So, we have, even on Sky News in various places in the world, we have reporters who are editors and producers in their own right. They're almost like a one-man band because, that's the way we make TV.
So would you say being multi-skilled was something that would benefit a graduate if they were going out into the world?
I think so. I mean, clearly people have aspirations of what people, what you want to do. And I was chatting to someone just now who's really interested in getting into comedy production.
Yeah.
That's a very niche area. And I'm sure if he's got big enough ambition and drive, then he'll get there.
Yeah.
But clearly, if you've got more skills, you're going to be more employable.
Yeah, you've got more of a chance.
And look, you've got to remember, your first job is unlikely to be the job that's going to be the one that A, sets you up for life,
Yeah.
or B, perhaps ticks all the boxes of what you want to do.
I highly doubt I'm going to be getting into presenting as soon as I come out of university.
It's
so.
a difficult world, isn't
Yeah.
it? And there are only so many presenting jobs.
Exactly.
And I would certainly advise those who want to get into presenting, have a go, fantastic. But it's a tough world.
Yeah.
And I would keep all your options open by developing your other skills alongside it. And as I say, there are presenters who do other things. And as content becomes more and more mobile, people who are putting up clips onto social media, that is in a sense, I suppose, a presenting job of sorts, but they're also producing it, they're writing it, perhaps they're directing it, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not just I'm a presenter, that's all I do.
Definitely. Okay, thank you. And what advice would you give to a graduate going into the television industry?
Well, I mean, I think you've just got to be prepared for anything.
Yeah.
So, as I said, it's helpful if you've got multiple skills.
Mhm.
Accept that your first job may not be exactly what you were looking for, but really, half the difficulty, or perhaps the biggest difficulty, is often getting into an organisation.
Yeah.
Sky's a big organisation. In the UK, I think we've got about 25,000 employees now. And they're not all in broadcast.
Yep.
But sometimes it's about getting into an organisation and then finding your way around it and finding the other opportunities within it, because often that can be easier when you're inside than being outside and constantly applying for jobs and being disappointed.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying go for anything.
Yeah, of course, no.
But be prepared that it won't necessarily be the dream job.
Yeah.
A lot of people start off in running, in production. Clearly, you're not wanting to be a runner for the rest of your life, but it's a great way to get some production experience. What my team do, presentation, if you're interested in a non-production role, then presentation is an excellent route in for graduates who are looking for their first step into, the sort of what I call the broadcast operational side of TV.
Okay, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us today. Thank you to Angus for talking to us. Lloyd and Molly are now in the hub with our live panel of television and broadcasting students and graduates. Let's hear their comments about Angus's views.
Thanks, Frankie. Yes, here with us now is our panel. Let's hear it for the panel, everyone.
Woo!
What a reception.
I know. You're a popular panel today. If you just want to go down the line then and introduce yourselves, name and what course you do, etc.
My name's Jake Wiafe. I am a third-year TV and broadcasting student.
My name's Emma Cox. I'm also a third-year television and broadcasting student, and I'm currently taking the role on as student channel manager and scheduling coordinator.
Lovely, lovely. And yourself?
I'm Rochelle Jackson. I'm now doing a master's, but I did do the television and broadcasting course, and I was a CCI manager as well.
Oh, I love that.
Hi, I'm Alex Sermon. I'm also doing the Masters in Film and Television.
I'm also coming from television and broadcasting, and I was also a CCI manager.
Amazing. Okay, so as you guys just watched that Sky interview with Angus Gerdner. Any comments on sort of his ideas and thoughts of industry standards and stuff like that?
Yeah, I thought it was a great insight into a way to get into the industry, because I was a student he spoke to about comedy, so it was really interesting to hear what he had to say about that and how to get in.
Yeah, it's really good to hear about also the other side of broadcast and TV, and not just producing live shows, but also working in the more management and network planning side. So, you know, like programming and
so
presentation.
That's what you do,
yeah,
isn't it? So it's probably nice to hear about that.
Yeah.
I like that he highlighted the importance of being multi-skilled, because obviously that's what we're taught on the television and broadcasting course, is to be multi-skilled in different areas as well.
Yeah. I really like how he just came in and like his expectations were quite low. He thought that we were just going to be like a one camera thing.
Yeah.
And then he kind of came in and was probably blown away by the fact that we had multiple cameras and, you know, really good kit. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. We've heard a little bit from our panel, but let's see what someone else from the industry has to say. Earlier in the week, I got in contact with Dave Babcock from the BBC. Let's see what he had to say. So, the first question I asked Dave was, here at CCI TV, we have to follow strict broadcasting codes. Is it important for graduates to know these inside and out?
What did he say?
His response was, broadcasting is a highly regulated area. If broadcasting and editorial guidelines are broken, channels are hugely fined, jobs are lost and careers are stopped.
Interesting. So from what he said, do you think the broadcasting codes at CCI are as important as if you were out in the industry? What would you say? We'll start with you, Jake, and we'll just go down the road.
I think they're definitely as important, but the consequences aren't nearly as severe. So if we accidentally mess up, we don't get people from Ofcom emailing in and telling us, oh, your presenter wore a green tie instead of a red. Like, it's much more lax for us, but they're still as important.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. We are, at the end of the day, we are broadcasting, so it's important to know about them and to follow them as best we can. But we are in education, so this is a place to make mistakes, so we don't then do that when we do go out into work. Yeah.
Rochelle?
I agree. I think it's always important to take on professional practice, so it's always good to replicate what the industry is doing. I don't think that would ever be a bad thing anyway.
Alex?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's always going to be boring filling out forms and stuff, like risk assessments, but if we don't do it now, it's just going to be a shock if we do get into the industry. So, yeah, it's good to do it now.
Risk assessment, liberating. Okay, the second question I asked Dave was, during our course, we get a chance to work in a variety of roles. Is it important for someone in the television industry to be multi-skilled? And he replied with, increasingly, people need to be multi-skilled, yes.
Okay, so starting with you, Jake, again, do you feel that being multi-skilled is important, especially in this kind of like the job spec that we're all going for?
Yeah, definitely. It's so good to be multi-skilled. Like, in our course, we're taught so many different jobs, like cameraman, sound operator, producer, director. Like, it's good to know them so that you can, it's so much more attractive to employers.
Yeah.
And it's just great when somebody's sick or somebody's ill or somebody's on holiday, where you just need to fill in for someone.
Yeah. And Rochelle, you like sparked upon the multi-skill thing earlier, so do you think it's definitely important to be multi-skilled?
Yeah, I definitely think it's important because different areas also teach you different values. So for example, as a presenter, you might be more approachable because you have been sort of presenting, and so it teaches you different values, different attitudes as well.
Amazing, thank you.
Wonderful. The third question, from what you have seen of what we do here at CCI TV, how do we compare to major broadcasters in the television industry? And he responded with, at your level, you're creating great work. So that's not bad. BBC saying we're creating great work.
That is good, exactly. And a question for you guys in conjunction with that. Would you feel confident going out into the industry after working at CCI TV? Do you feel like you've got the confidence to go out there and really give it your all?
Yeah, I think after working here, I know a lot more about the job I want to do.
Yeah.
I feel like I can be very confident going out, producing content, doing a lot of jobs. I feel like this has been great preparation for it.
And Alex, what would you say?
Well, when I was on television and broadcasting, we did a lot of stuff on our own, outside of the classroom.
Yeah.
So we were kind of we had to fend for ourselves and make our own stuff, without experts there or teachers. So in that sense, we are prepared for industry because we are going to be kind of on our own sometimes.
Perfect.
Wonderful. I also asked, what advice would you give to students producing television shows for CCI TV?
And what was his response?
He said, make them perfect and work 24/7 to make them perfect. Here is your chance to learn to make films, documentaries, TV, use it.
That is a good answer. I do like that. So, guys, what advice would you give to a TVB student coming in and making their own shows in the years to come? Emma?
I think just absolutely give it your all and take any opportunity you're given to learn and be as multi-skilled as you possibly can and find your niche, find what you're interested in.
Would you say making the shows is a lot harder than what people expect? Because obviously we've seen behind the scenes a bit today. I don't think a lot of people understand just how much work goes into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Not many people, I think, realise just what goes on behind the scenes and the stress that it's all sort of happening behind, but it's great fun, but definitely have fun as well.
So what advice would you give?
My advice would be, don't be afraid to put yourself, your passions and your culture into your shows. Because I think a lot of great shows are built off of passion. So, for example, they allowed me to do a radio show about diversity because I was angry about the Black Lives Matter movement and how it wasn't getting enough coverage. So I did that. When I felt like we needed a bit more underground rapping on here, I put it on. So I feel like you shouldn't be afraid to bring yourself, your culture, and everything about you into it, and I think that will make for a great show.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much. Wonderful. Well, I think it's clear from what has been said here today that what we do at CCI TV is pretty unique.
I know, I'm certainly glad to have been a part of it. We've had a jam-packed season, but unfortunately that is all we have time for. She's so emotional. If you would like to see any of our previous shows, head to our website, or if you want to keep up to date on what is happening here at CCI TV, follow us on Twitter at CCI TV, or like our Facebook page on screen right now.
Now, not so fast, because some of you have actually been tweeting us in with your favourite moments from the year. Should we take a look at what some people said?
Of course, let's see what they have to say.
Okay, so Saf said, seeing Molly Lucas, which is myself, I feel so popular today, running halfway across Portsmouth to catch a football was her highlight.
What a catch.
I mean, it was pretty good,
It was a phenomenal
wasn't it?
catch.
I mean, for a girl,
Well done
know,
you, well done you.
Stereotypes and all
You
that.
broke the stereotypes. Katie Still has tweeted, my best moments were the startled faces from each team, looks a bit like that, before going live to 25,000 listeners on Express FM, then watch them succeed.
It was pretty scary, wasn't it? Must admit. Charlie Watts tweeted in saying, the best moment for me was seeing third-year TVBs rise to the challenges of live TV. So, obviously, we've all rose to the challenge this time round.
Most definitely. Devon Pacey, she has tweeted, my favourite part of CCI has been watching the shows progress each week, but mostly seeing that dancing robot. There you go.
You mentioned it at the start of the show, so it must be quite a popular thing.
Very popular.
And last but not least, we had Professor Catherine Harper tweet in saying, ask if I can name my favourite University of Portsmouth CCI TV live broadcast. Impossible. They're all great, so energetic and so diverse. It's so nice to hear that from the Dean herself.
So many great shows. Well, that really is all we have time for today. Thank you to all of our guests, and thanks to you for watching. You've been watching CCI TV.
You have been watching CCI TV.